Jared Polin, FroKnowsPhoto.com, and this is your
2026 marks the 20th birthday of the World Baseball Classic.
Photo News Fix. First up, if you're a Leica M shooter who wasted, and by wasted I mean you spent a lot of money on M glass, but for some reason wants to slum it and use the glass on a Canon RF body, then this story is for you, and really no one else. I can see the comments now. Stay in your lane. Keep your opinion to yourself. Shut up, fuzzball. No, no, and no. Anyway, Megadap. No, not that. Shit. How do you dap? I don't know how to dap. Megally, I don't know how to Megadap. Anyway, Megadap has unveiled the M2 RF adapter that turns your M lenses into focusing RF lenses. On top of that, they say it's fully compatible with Canon's dual pixel AF, which includes IAF. Phone call. I wonder who that could be. Hello? Oh, it's Saul. Hey, Saul. Where are you from? Pfeiffer, Sloan, Agrel, and Taylor? Do I know how to contact Megadap? Because they're in trouble? No, I don't. You can Google that. Bye. Another interesting feature about this adapter is it's stackable. That means you can use an EF or F mount adapter and still maintain AF. Well, that sounds like it's going to be accurate. Yeah, anyway, so what's it cost? As of now, they haven't released pricing, but for reference, the Canon EF to ZAF adapter is $300, and I suspect this one will be slightly more. Now, people ask me all the time about adapting lenses from one system to another, and I personally would never do it. There is no way it's going to be as accurate. Have you ever done this? If so, let me know down below. Next up, Canon is number one.
We're number one.
For the 23rd straight year for the global interchangeable lens digital camera market.
Wait, what?
According to Canon.
That figures.
Now, this might be true since it takes into account mirrorless cameras as well as DSLRs, which adds another 600,000 units to their sales figures. Mind you, sales figures that are not publicly available anywhere. Anyway, according to Canon rumors, Canon's overall market share has been hovering around 48% for a long time, while Sony's has remained stagnant and Nikon has, moving on, don't need to say it.
You fanboy!
Now, Canon's very own press release shed some much needed clarity on exactly how they determine they are number one for the last 23 years, from 2003 through 2025. And that clarity is, and I quote, based on a Canon survey. Wow, I can see it much clearer now, Canon. Thanks.
I can see clearly now.
So basically, they made it up. But honestly, if Canon says something like this, it means their lawyers are confident enough to make these claims, so maybe that counts for something. Nonetheless, next week, I bet you Sony's gonna come out and say they're number one in some category, and then after that, Nikon is gonna come out and say, well, they're not gonna say anything because they're not number one in anything.
They're number two. We're number two.
Well, unless it's number one in missing autofocus, and then putting out firmware to say that their focus has been improved, and then putting out a lens that they say is now 17.5 times more accurate. Look, don't shoot the messenger, because that's me. I'm just spitting facts. Is Canon number one?
I don't know.
This fix is brought to you by Squarespace, my go-to when I want to quickly and easily build a website biodomain and launch it in a matter of minutes. Now, I use Squarespace for my personal website at jaredpolin.com. Not only is it simple, easy, and affordable to use, but if you're looking to sell your work online, Squarespace has online stores, offers Squarespace payments, so you can accept Apple Pay and more. And guess what? Squarespace is so easy. In a matter of minutes, I can have a new gallery up like the one I did from Paris, where I used the Leica and have it out into the world. And beyond that, you don't need to know any freaking coding. To get your 14-day free trial, head on over to squarespace.com/FroKnowsPhoto. If you decide that it's for you, use the code FroKnowsPhoto at checkout to get 10% off your first order. Next up, at this year's CP Plus Camera Show, Canon decided to show off two new camera concepts, and I don't exactly hate them, question mark?
Who typed a question mark?
But Jared, if Nikon did this, you would shit all over them. But because it's Canon, you'll love it. Not exactly numbnuts, McGee. Anyway, here are the two very rudimentary looking concepts. They both sport a top-down waist-level style optical viewfinder from what I can see, as well as what looks to be an LCD screen that flips out from the back. Along with that, it seems like there's a focus knob on the one side, as well as a shutter button on the right-hand side of the camera. One has a classic design, while the other is more of a modern look, and I personally like the classic one. Oh, and for anybody that's hoping for an AE1 retro digital camera, keep hoping, because it's a really stupid idea. This is much better. Now, I did reach out to Canon for comment, and this is what they had to say, and I quote, "It was conceived from the trend of the younger generation who value the imperfections and realism of analog film. The concept is a new camera that allows you to easily enjoy an analog-like shooting experience, viewing the scene as you would through an old-style camera without the hassle of film development. This analog concept camera aims to reconstruct the emotion and feeling of taking photos while savoring the light, time, and the air that exists there." Blah, 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 blah. That last part was kind of stupid. So it can take pictures of air. Oh, okay, anyway. They finished with, "This is just a prototype concept exhibition. Commercialization has not been committed at this time." Now, Petapixel, who is at CP+, had a hands-on with the prototype and said it sports a Type 1 sensor, which I'll never understand this desire to say type anything, because that is extremely pretentious.
Pretentious? Who isn't pretentious? I mean,
Just stick with 1 inch, because we already know what that is. So basically, it has a pretty small sensor, and I'm kind of okay with it. Yeah, I want a bigger sensor, but it's unnecessary here. Now, if this thing does become real and it's priced around $499 to $599, I won't be buying one because Canon will send me one to use, but I'm sure plenty of people born after 2000 would like to play with it. Maybe even born after 2010. And finally, I'm ready to share the trailer for my HBO show called Born to Bowl that premieres on Monday, March 16th at 9 p.m. on HBO as well as HBO Max. This is a 5-part docuseries that follows the life on and off the lanes of professional bowlers on the PBA Tour. It's executive produced by Ben Stiller, A24, a bunch of other people, and me. Yeah, that's right, me. Not only did I film a lot of the show, my photo of Kyle Troop is the main feature of the show poster. Now, without further ado, I present to you the trailer for Born to Bowl.
Sorry, I'm doing a documentary with these guys. Let me put you on hold. Just love doing that.
Life is a little different as a pro bowler.
I travel with a fridge because I can't eat casino food for a month.
Bowling is such a unique sport.
Who do you think you are? I am! Oh, you haters, y'all didn't think this would happen again, did you?
You know what time it is.
This is my first CBS season.
These guys are the most competitive people.
I guess I'm the Bob Ross of bowling.
You gotta take the hair out.
I just started doing the stretches.
Breathe in, now breathe out!
I was kind of born into bowling.
To win a US Open trophy was so emotional. There's actually a tear still on it. Uh-oh.
No, well, there goes the foot.
Bowling is a crazy job.
It takes not a super sane person. We're away from our families for 2 straight months.
These guys aren't paid salaries. PBA only pays prize money. They're trying to just make a living.
I got some W-2s. Too bad the money didn't equal the W-2s.
The pressure.
It's make or break.
Gary.
I'm gonna apologize now, okay?
There's only one greatest of all time.
Shove your camera up your ass. That moment is what we live for.
One more for the win. Rolling. Okay. This is my house, baby!
He's gonna get punched in the face.
Tell me what you gonna do now.
Keep on rolling, baby.
Thank you very much for watching. Jared Polin, FroKnowsPhoto.com. See ya.